So that is exactly what I'm going to get Jid to do, except the crowd are going to be hired extras and the award show is going to be completely fake. If Jid doesn't announce the wrong name, then he folds and I win the biggest menace. But if he does, an actor will then come in and say their speech and make Jid feel like the worst person on this planet. So either way, this one will feel like a win. But to make this happen, there was only one place to start. If we're going to be doing an award show, we're going to need a bunch of people to do fake speeches. So I'm here to audition people. Let's do this. I needed to find actors who could deal with high amounts of improv because I needed people who were going to make the award show feel real. So I told them to make up a fake award, and no matter what, they couldn't break character. What is the award you're winning today?
I'm winning the best debut of 2022.
All right. This was a very serious casting situation. If people made a mistake at the award show, it would ruin everything. So I needed to make sure they were serious and did everything I could to put them off.
I think it's
What
Is it working?
Award have you won?
The best model of the year.
It's working now. Yeah.
But it's sound, music, and dance.
Okay, let's get it.
Because I do everything.
See that?
What?
You see that? That picture I'm showing you right
Not making the same mistake I did yesterday.
That's a picture of you, Mother of the Year, walking your 4-year-old son on a leash, dragging him by his neck.
Picture is not everything.
Here's a video of you swinging him around by his neck like a lasso. So you doing this with your son around your neck?
He was fine. He was absolutely fine.
Hi, Mum. Why did you suffocate me?
I didn't.
Punch him, punch him, punch him.
It is what you asked me.
You've just hit your own son on stage in front of all of these people. He needs CPR.
No, he doesn't.
I'm listening to his pulse.
It's
and
your
he
responsibility
said, you're
because
his
you're
mother.
Right here.
You are
His mother.
not. No. You're killing my son. It's my responsibility, yeah?
We killed him together. With one actor under my belt, I then secured some more to go into our cast.
I'm really surprised to have got it, but award for the best film score.
Now just keep going with your speech and then just act like I'm not here, okay?
I've seen the film and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. The Polish director, Anton, did a great job, and I like to think the music, the score I wrote, adds something to the film. My first award of this type. Hopefully not the last, but thank you all very much. And if you get the chance to see the film, please go ahead, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Thank you.
Oh no.
Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause.
Not face.
Incredible.
Dancing school, the teachers were just so nice.
I heard you met your wife at school. I heard you met her last year
No,
to go with the allegations.
Wow, that's crazy.
I did meet her at school, yeah, but she looked 16, yeah? She looked 16. I swear to God, she nearly had a national insurance number.
Someone please call the police.
She was over 16. I swear, they all were, all of them.
Bro. Oh.
Don't listen to him.
But it's not all bad though, because then came a lady whose heart was definitely in the right place. Well done, miss.
Thank you.
You've done it. You won the prize.
I didn't do it on my own, Robert. You had a big part to play in it.
See if I can just.
You really did. All of you. You really did, because you helped us.
Wow.
Rhythm, exactly. You see?
And you taught it to me, miss.
Yes, but I give you the inspiration.
Bro, are you fucking
See?
kidding me?
And you actually gave me what you felt inside your body. That's what it means. Perfect, you see? That's okay. You fall down and you learn to get up. Now, do you want me to give you a hand, or do you want to do it by yourself?
Oh, I can't move my arm.
You can't move your arm. Okay, hang on a second.
No.
Oh my God. Okay. Robbie, I'm here. It's okay. It's okay, sweetie. Can you feel my fingers on your hand? On your leg? That hurts. Okay. All right, we need an ambulance right away, please. All right?
I wish my mother could be here right now.
I know,
But you
darling.
told me to never see her again, so I could commit my life to dance.
She's going to be so very proud of you. How do you know that?
Sounds like
Yes,
Mrs.
Dad.
Doubtfire.
I left her. You shouldn't have taken me at 4 years old.
No, it's okay. Hey, breathe slowly.
Oh, this is.
Breathe. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No.
Is the ambulance on its way? It's okay, kids, don't worry. All right? Everything's under control. Just follow this nice gentleman, right? Get a glass of water, and I'll be out shortly to explain everything to you. Just don't worry, all right? Under control. Okay? Yes, you will be wonderful. All right, see you soon.
Maybe you
Okay.
should keep doing your speech now
What speech?
for the award.
Be a dead.
Yeah.
Okay, this award is in Robbie's honour, and as much as it is in Robbie's honour, it's also in you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Come on.
And scene. Honestly, incredible. Wow. Oscar is needed immediately. Wow. Cynthia, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Cynthia.
you.
Okay, all right.
I'm enjoying this.
Yes, no, that was incredible.
Yo,
Some of the
yo,
actors
yo,
really
yo.
impressed me with their improv skills, but none of them were quite there for the most important role, making Jid feel like the worst person on earth after they accepted their award. Until I met Anthony. We're doing an award show, and we need an emotional speech from you.
Thank you for this award, because I really didn't think they'll notice it. Everyone just looks at my disability. I want to thank my parents, obviously my mum for always being there for me. I just hope I can inspire people, really. So thank you.
That is amazing. That is going to make him feel awful. My friend, see you Monday. We are going to Dion, and it's going to be sick. So we had all our cast in place. We just needed to set up the fake award show. We decided to call it the Sound Music and Dance Awards, aka the SMD Awards, aka the Suck My Dick Awards. And we had the perfect location. So right here is the Yacht Club, which is where we're going to be doing
Dude, this
award
guy's
show.
insane.
Now, Dion is going to think that this is a completely legitimate award show, but in reality, we're setting the whole thing up. And the reason we're here right now is to do a nice little rehearsal, just to make sure we've got everything right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is great. Oh my God. Yeah, there's no way he's not gonna fall for this. We had our venue, the script was written, the decorations were in place. We had Lad Bible helping us out to make it even more legit. Everything was ready. So it's time to run you guys through this. Jid and I would be welcomed by the event organizer and led across the bridge to the Yacht Club where the event is taking place. We would then get a nice little interview by Lad Bible and then head up to the main stage where our presenter Joe would open up the show. Our extras were already in place, along with Anthony, who was ready to make Jid's life hell. Bearing in mind, Jid will think this whole thing is live, so no matter what he does, will be on the internet forever. So with all that being said, now it's time to meet Gideon. Let's go! Okay! Big up! Gideon's en route, and this is, I feel like, the last chance to get him. If he doesn't fold here, what do I have to do to make him fold? Guys, we have gone all out for the last time.
Didn't stop.
Like the video and subscribe to the channel right now if you have enjoyed this series. Please subscribe. I want to hit 10 million subscribers one day. Thank you. Here he is. Mr. Gideon. Here is the sign. Here we go.
Get Gideon to announce the wrong name at an award show. Wow. So who am I announcing?
I don't know who you're going to be announcing, but they're just going to give you the slip, and they don't know. No one knows. You're just going to have to read the wrong name. And then once you read the name...
Oh, so this is like legit.
Legit. The moment you read the wrong name, you need to sit back down, and then you need to let them have their speech. The moment they start talking and talking and talking, that's when you've got to go up and say,
Oh, you want me to pull a Deji? What kind of event is it?
You're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, how you feeling?
Depends on what kind of event it is. On my phone. It might be the
You
one
might
phone.
That's what we're going for. This was the first time I've seen Jid visibly nervous when I've told him a plan. And I believed that this would be the time I could get it.
Why are you making me do this?
If you are the biggest menace, you do this with a smile on your face. If you want to fold, you can fold. Stage one was getting the event organizer to meet us outside and give Jid a little bit of an emotional rundown. And the plan was to play with his heartstrings very early on.
We celebrate the talent that you don't really get to see, the people behind the scenes. So there's a lot of new up-and-coming people that you're
on me. We've had people win awards that have worked with like Little Mix and Ed Sheeran.
So people that really worked hard and really want this moment.
So there's some people here who this would be like the best day of their lives.
Yeah, quite a big deal in our industry.
Big deal.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want Jid to feel like he was in control of the situation at all, so I just kept reminding him of the possibility that he might.
Dude, who is this guy? Is he a boss?
Is that my post in the YouTube video? What's wrong with you? My first red carpet.
Should we walk it together?
I don't want to walk it with you. And how long have you been doing this for?
5 years now. Really nervous because, you know, if it goes bad, then that's on my head. I do really appreciate you guys coming.
Of course. Thank you for having us. Appreciate you.
In that one moment right there, it really set in on me. This is gonna be broadcast to thousands of people, and I don't know when the series is gonna come out. So I'm gonna look like the biggest kid in the world.
We are the Sound Music and Dance Awards of 2022, and I'm joined by
Mitchell Musa.
with the ceremony having a lot of inspirational people. Who is the music artist that has inspired you the most?
I'm not gonna lie, R. Kelly. R. Kelly really inspired me just to be a better me every day. And free R. Kelly.
How about yourself?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
It's getting a little bit emotional.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just
I'm
kind of.
asking all the hard-hitting questions today.
I just think I'm folding a little bit. Okay, I better not fold. Okay. Oh, don't fold, don't fold.
Enjoy the ceremony.
Okay, all right, let's do this, man.
I'm gonna just use the lavatory real quick. Bro, like I said, anything goes bad. Anything goes bad.
This is your choice.
Okay, can we make like a slight adjustment? Can I say it and then be like, oh wait, my bad, my bad. Then when I don't have to sit back.
No, you gotta sit down. You gotta sit down.
I have to sit
You have to sit down.
Bro.
Jid was panicking so much, he was literally begging me to change his challenge in a bathroom, literally 10 minutes before it was gonna happen. I haven't seen this side of him.
Okay.
One more hit.
I don't know yet.
No way.
You gonna find out?
Okay, he's dead though, so he won't spawn.
Okay, let's do this.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Jid was walking in to the lion's den. All the extras were dressed up in place, and among them were the actors I cast, planted around ready to present or accept an award. A full-on sound and camera crew were on the sidelines ready, and our presenter was on the stage. So when me and Jid sat down and I looked him in the eyes, I could see that Jid was terrified that he might ruin someone's whole year, or he'd have to fold. If that didn't make it feel real enough, I had a floor manager come up to tell Jid the order of the event and also inform him how important his award was to the night.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He pulled up quick.
What you do, you should sit down. If you just look at some of the facial expressions this man was making, you could see how visibly uncomfortable he is. He was in pain. What do you think? Good one? Listen, I knew I could get you. The question is, can you make it out the other side?
Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick 2-minute warning. If anyone can start finishing the conversations and make sure bums are on seats, then we'll get started.
The actors who I'd placed on the table were doing an incredible job at tugging on his heartstrings.
No, we're presenting.
Hopefully you announce her award.
Yo, he's still here. This guy's still here.
Good luck. I hope you win.
Good luck.
I just waited so much longer.
It was already bad enough Nigga had me going up there to ruin someone's
Oh my god.
night, but then
I'm not dead.
the potential victims are
Wait.
trying to chit-chat with me.
Wait, what?
What if this is the person I'm gonna ruin their special day?
Sorry guys, 1 minute call. Can everyone start being quiet now, please?
This is tough.
Very much.
I've never seen you this lost. I think we got it. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm not saying nothing.
This was it. It all came down to this. Would he make it through, or would he fold? How's your bottle, Jid?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sound, Music and Dance Awards 2022. Before we hand out these awards, let's thank the awesome people who have made this event happen. Please give a big round of applause for all those who have been given their time, effort, and dedication to make this event a success.
A lot of effort, a lot of dedication.
On to our first award, the Outstanding Senior Dance Teacher Award, recognises a mentor who provided outstanding guidance and support for their stuff. The winner of this award is Cynthia Sirigano.
Yes! Come on! Thank God.
Speech.
Being nominated for an award like this is fantastic. It's something that we worked very hard to get. Of course, I'm the lucky one I get. So thank you very, very much, both myself and on behalf of the students.
Let's go. Let's go.
The nerves were building up inside of me and the thoughts were racing in my head. But I couldn't even think to myself because Nico was rubbing his sick plan.
Get the hell out of here.
Every second.
More of the actors were making their way onto the stage to accept their awards, and Jid was realizing more and more how deep he was into this.
And I gotta take a picture with them. And I gotta take a picture. Take a picture. What? The presenter took a picture with the book and I get to it.
I can't lie, I've never been this anxious in my life. I've done a lot of crazy things in my past, but my anxiety is through the roof right here.
And the winner is Marzia Rose.
You can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to sleep with myself at night.
Thank you all so much. I did write a song during lockdown, which I've shared. So I'm going to give you a little bit of it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
When I look at this world, it brings pain to my heart to see how mankind lives. How a man takes the life of the next human being. And why for the color of his skin? Well, it's a right just like yours.
Yeah,
it's not because she got to pay your dues.
Okay, sing it now.
If I was gonna go up there and ruin someone's special night, I'd be the one having to pay my dues to the crowd, because they would try to kill me.
Pay your dues. Let's go.
Pay your dues and play. Pay your dues.
Please realize we had a whole vocal performance on stage just to make Jid feel like this was a real award show. This was truly evil, and the more people that came up and accepted their awards, the more I realized that Jid might actually fold. Most of the awards had now been given out, but there was still one to go, and that's the one which Jid was announcing. On the card it will say the award winner is Richard Linton. But as a reminder, Jid will have 4 names to choose from. But what he doesn't know is all of them lead to the exact same person. If he reads Richard Linton, he has folded and I win the biggest menace. But if he reads any of the other 3 names and interrupts the winning speech, he will complete this challenge and not fold. We've built this up as much as we can, tried to get in his head as many ways as possible, but now it's time to see if he can manage it. Or will he fall at the final hurdle?
I am representing the United States of America. This is basically my World Cup, and I'm gonna bring it home.
I realized I had the hopes and dreams of the UK on my back, so I needed him to fold, so that we would win and finally bring it home.
So, our next award is the Acoustic Music Producer Award. Now, this award is given to someone who shows promise in the industry and goes on to produce with artists such as Ed Sheeran, we've had that before, and this is given to an individual who has not only successfully created a compelling message for the public, but also worked hard to change our culture and celebrate the world around him. They use music to inspire those around them. The video submission was evaluated by the judges to determine the winner. Now, here, from the US, we have YouTuber Gideon to announce the award.
There we go, let's go.
I kid you not, when I was walking up that podium, I hadn't made my mind up yet on whether or not I was gonna ruin someone's special night. It was gonna be a last split decision.
Is he gonna fold? Is he gonna fold?
How's everybody's night going?
My heart was racing. It was now or never. I had no idea what I was about to do. But what I did know was I was bricks.
But today I'm gonna be presenting the Acoustic Music Producer Award. So, yeah, congratulations to whoever wins.
I wish I had like a speech read out like everybody else. Would have been more fun.
And the winner is Richard Linton.
In that moment, I was convinced that I had just won the biggest menace, and all I needed was Jid to give me the confirmation.
Whoa! Thanks, guys. This means so much to me, because the job is so much for me. And usually people just want to get my check. So.
As Anthony was reading the fake speech that I had written in a room of extras that I had cast, holding an award that I had made in a location I had found, I realized this was all it took to make Jid fold. I got Jid to give me the confirmation that I'd won, and he was stood there barking, not realizing that the whole thing was fake. I had won it, and then it was time for me to tell that schmuck that he'd been played like a fiddle.
Well done, man. Well done, well done. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we made him fold! Let's go! My friend, all these people were cast to make you fold, and you did it! You did it! Let's go!
Oh my gosh, bro. In my 3 years of doing YouTube, I've never been pranked. I did all these challenges, literally got arrested for an entire day. And this man plays on my empathy to win the biggest menace. You son of a bitch. Bravo.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't do it!
You know y'all were winning any awards?
No, I didn't win, bro.
So wait, okay, what I'm guessing is, if I would have said the wrong name, it would have been him, and then he was trying to make me feel really bad. You would have made me cry.
Is that a boss?
That was a good. Honestly, man, you smashed it. You smashed it.
I got a boss here.
Down. We got him to fold. We got it! After all of those attempts to make him fold, we finally managed to do it. And honestly, I've just enjoyed this series so much. I really thought it was going to go on forever, but it's been an honor to share the ring with you, Jid. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here, Gideon, special man, but today you folded.
Bro, I got a lot to learn, bro. You're the biggest menace.
Yes!
You're the biggest menace, bro.
Yeah, you're the biggest menace.
Let's fight. Oh, does this guy not fight me?
I love it.
It's just Brody.
Honestly, guys, we really hope you enjoyed it. It took a lot of effort
Why
from
can't
both ourselves and everyone behind the scenes.
We literally traveled the entire world, spent hundreds of hours just working on this to give you guys a dope collab because we just wanted...
We're weirdos, to be honest.
Yeah.
So please subscribe to both of our channels and follow us both on Instagram. And if you do, you're in with a chance of winning 5 PS5s signed by both of us, and they're custom. So it's sick.
Hey man, that's the end of the biggest minute. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for joining the journey.
People who say rules for thee, but not for me. And specifically abusing YouTube's copyright system for personal gain is a tale as old as time, especially when facing justified criticism, guys. Enter Tech Lead.
Now, I wanted to ask you poor people a question, by the way. Do you ever get tired of being poor? I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me because I understand that these are not real exposés. There's no journalism involved in here at all.
And don't pretend to be a perfect
Let me see where this
person.
takes me.
I just happen to talk about a lot of pieces of shit. By the way, in fact, if you've been in a bit of a commentary channel rabbit hole, go read a book, maybe go watch some informational content.
Let's have this marriage like exist longer than a few years. And a good way to do that is sit down and actually understand where our financial picture is, right?
Yeah. There's some good stuff out there that isn't negative. Okay, guys, you can
The
consume
boss
stuff
fight?
that's
I'm
very
confused,
positive.
bro.
Hi, I'm Sean Munger. I'm a historian, author, podcaster, and teacher, and I do history
That's
here on
definitely
my
a
YouTube channel.
boss.
It's important now. Every now and then, you know, to kind of keep yourself balanced.
I've recently come to the stark realization that the entire
Or
housing market
something like that.
may be in a bubble, and that we're going to see a massive real estate crash for the next entire generation, multiple years.
Oh,
of
another
decline.
homie.
Negative doesn't always mean it's bad. It's
Watch
just,
out, watch out, watch out.
You know, negative stuff
Mimic.
exists. The world is
swear
not
to God.
good. Anyways, this guy Tech Lead has been wielding the copyright system of YouTube like some kind of vengeful pagan deity.
One of the main reasons I will actually copyright strike a video, though,
Yo, what
is
are you
I want to
do-
know who's behind the
Another
video.
person?
Right, I want to know who these people are.
And I'm not that keen on vengeful pagan deities. So, let's get a little bit of context, get a little bit of information. Why do so many of my friends hate this guy? Why do I keep getting tagged on Twitter about talking about this?
Who the
Why do
hell
you
are all
guys
these people?
care? Well, let's find out. Tech Lead is a content creator that navigates the treacherous waters of software engineering and finance, not to mention cryptocurrency.
You're wearing those Gucci jeans and some Ray-Ban sunglasses, and just because of
I
that,
able to
you
walk
think you
through
have
now?
higher status than me, because I'm holding on to some digital fake money out here, Bitcoin.
He has a signature style that is mocked by many that I love, the why I'm a millionaire as a millionaire style, which I like that. I like that he is why I do something and then as a million, this is my perspective as a millionaire. He's very helpful. He's accessible. He uses accessible language for us.
Just imagine if I were to make $500 a day, maybe even $1,000 a day. Okay, look, I'm a millionaire. This amount of money is not going to make a difference for me. It would be a simple waste of time for everybody here, yours and my time included.
This freaking guy is a master of the Digital Vanishing Act. He purges his channel only to resurrect it with renewed vigor on a consistent basis. He's given up about 500 times.
So recently, I actually deleted all of my tech videos, various coding tutorials, web tutorials, full stack database maintenance, how to make coding apps, iOS apps. I just deleted all of them because they're essentially worthless. They just
What
don't
boss
get
is
any views
this?
anymore. Nobody cares about tech.
Now, are these give-ups calculated ploys for attention, or are they genuine crises of the identity? I have no idea. And quite frankly, where am I?
You've got a blue mark, and that's okay.
I'll stand my blue mark, and then I'm going to say load each one of you.
Yes, sir. I'll help you get started.
Anyways, the jury's out. What do you guys think down below? Do you think this man's self-aware, or do you think he's wearing his booger pants like I'm wearing my booger pants? They're covered in boogers. Why? I have a boogery nose, and I like to wipe my boogers somewhere. And sometimes I do it on my pants. I hope he's watching this video. He will, for sure.
All right, let's see who this is.
It's funny if he watches this. So why does this allegedly tech-savvy crypto
Get my
enthusiast
mimic
command
out.
our attention? Guys,
This is
his
Radon?
meteoric rise to infamy has positioned him as one of YouTube's resident antagonists in the crypto space specifically. He is an antagonist. He's been a long-time antagonist. Years ago, all right? This whole story starts years ago.
Today, we are going to learn how to make
Nice.
massive returns and
Damn.
earn heinous
Didn't realize
amounts
I
of
got here.
money on decentralized finance.
And on YouTube, it almost always comes back to crypto, and his foray into said crypto has been nothing short of controversial. Ever heard of CoffeeZilla? We've been talking about CoffeeZilla a good bit lately. He's been in the news himself. All right? Some allegations surfaced, and those drew parallels to other high-profile crypto scam cases.
Million token is
Yo.
literally $1 million.
Yeah, I'm exploring around, right?
Of my
In
own
Elden,
money
and
just to get it started, but
bro,
this coin can
guess who I
skyrocket in
stumbled
price. We're
on?
off to a great and explosive start. Over 10x gains within just the
Yes.
first week. Well, this is the moonshot token that you're looking for, and you guys, I mean, this must be one of the fastest growing
Yeah.
cryptocurrencies.
I'm just like
We're going into
walking.
the history books for this
I
one,
guess
guys.
I walked to
And
the
this
end.
sort of crypto scam saga pretty much tarnished
you
Tech
ever
Lead's
done?
reputation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tech Lead's million token. What is it?
I was like, yo, what is this like?
helping?
And
I had to
also
fight like these
sparked
3
some
people. I'm
debates
like,
about
what are these
the
3 people
ethics
doing,
of
bro?
influencer promoted
You get jumped
cryptocurrencies in
right
general.
Yeah.
Which we
So I fight all
know
these
is
people, and then I'm like,
99% of the
oh,
time bad.
that's
We're
weird.
always looking
And
for
then
the
I
latest
go
and greatest
up,
way to make a lot
and
of money.
then I just see like, I'm like, oh, there's another boss, and then I'm like, let me see if I can beat it.
Starting a coin
And then I
with
see it's
utility
for down,
and telling
and I got one shot.
We just talked about Boogie.
Bro,
Nothing
that
says
shit was the same
financial
to me. I
wisdom
was
quite
like, yo,
like taking
who the fuck
investment
am I?
advice
I
from
was
a
like,
YouTuber.
guy
So
seems-
everybody called him out immediately.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, where am I at? The 3 people, I just
Oh, this
slam
is
them
not
real
good.
quick.
This is actually bad. The coin's not really
And
selling,
then, yeah.
and also
But bro, it was
I'm
annoying to
an
get here,
idiot.
so now I
Everybody hates me
understand
now.
why.
Have you not been paying attention, Boogie? And like Logan Paul
Like, just
has
the
his
enemies.
whole thing, the crypto zoo.
Yeah, they were
Where's
mad
that
annoying.
racket?
I don't know.
Was it hard finding people that jump you?
That's what I'm. The people that jump me are easy. The people before were hard.
Haha, the guy that had the
As this drama
like the
unfolds,
dancing
as it
dragon
tends to do,
mascot.
Yeah,
figures like
him.
myself and
Dude,
Yeah, I was
he
like-
was
I was
so
talking about
annoying.
that last night.
Dude, he was
She's,
so
like,
annoying.
unfortunately included in everything I do now.
Like-
They don't stop chasing you, too.
Yeah, they don't stop.
That
That's why
adds layers to an
I
already
kill
complex
everybody. I always kill
narrative
everybody.
situation,
As soon
guys.
as I'm
There's
like,
this big
yeah, I killed even the
cryptocurrency
birds,
scam
bro,
came
because
out
them
with
birds are so
CoffeeZilla
annoying.
at the head of it. Tech Lead Jail has been a very popular.
Bro, those birds were so annoying because I would think I'm good and then they shoot that thing
that's been
at me and
spectering
that like
around
follows
this man's
me.
existence. Tech Lead
whatever.
Jail, because it's like illegal. It's like illegal.
Alright, are you still-
It's illegal. You can't just scam people and then you know Coffeezilla points it out in his video.
Nice,
it's like,
nice.
Oh, wow, okay. This guy's an asshole. This guy sucks. This big saga first unfolded in
Gotcha.
2021.
I'm gonna get on
Coffeezilla
Seamless for sure. That's
unveiled
tonight
a
later.
video titled "Tech Lead Scammed You."
I want to play a little
with
setup
million
though.
Token. As a millionaire. So
Okay, but
we have
I'm gonna call
another
Sammy right now.
millionaire with
See where he's on.
vast crypto technology
see it.
wealth and also incessant bragging.
Oh, hey, it's been a while. I was just out in Hawaii last week. You know, I would love to work. I really would. I would love to join all of you out in the workforce, milling about doing my 9-to-5 day job, going through my routines, how fun that would be. Unfortunately,
Guess who I stumbled upon?
For me.
This guy then devises a scheme
Radon.
to further inflate his fortune. That is by
I was
making
like,
some
oh, I
dubious
gotta fight 3 guys. Who's this? So I fight these 3 dudes, whatever. But now I understand why I was such a bitch to get here.
Literally $1 million opportunity.
I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I explore this whole area. Then I go up and I see like one of them doors. I'm like, huh, let's see who this is. I see it's Radon. He one-shots my ass.
Coffeezilla exposes the
Yeah.
shit out of it.
How do you pull out your mimic? Is there like, do you even pull out your mimic?
Was a clever scam.
You can.
I don't say
as
that
long as he
often.
doesn't
Most people are pretty
barrel
dumb with their
towards you at
scams
top
or
speed.
careless.
That's what he does
Tech Lead
always.
is neither of
I tried it
them.
one
He
time
tried to
so
pull
far.
off quite a clever
He
scam,
will
and he almost got
always
away
do
with
that,
it.
but
Or I should
sometimes he
say,
delays it
mouth-breathing loser.
Okay, bet.
Coffeezilla. Tech Lead didn't
Alright,
say
I'm
that,
gonna
but
try
that's
and
like
beat
kind
him,
of the
I
vibe
guess.
that
You know
he
what I
gives
mean?
off.
I'm gonna get
He
on
gives off
Discord if you
anyone
want.
who has any kind of
Oh,
critical
shoot.
thinking
I just gotta
or, you know,
follow.
wants to approach any situation ethically.
Hey,
he
I hit
makes it
the
seem like they're
follow.
mouth-breathing losers. That's sort of what Tech Lead likes to
Feel
do.
free to. Hey, I think if you hit hold
I only
on, I'll see you
spent
later.
about 5 years working. Yeah, about 5 years.
I think
within
if you hit
company laws,
exclamation
and
point
then after that,
Discord,
basically retired.
you'll get my
And
Discord
other people are
page.
spending like 10, 20, 30 years working inside companies, and I realized that most people have no idea how to make money.
Coffee meticulously dissects Tech Lead's nefarious tactics, revealing the depths of his deception.
Here you go,
He got
Brady.
an ad for milliontoken.org, which featured
Thanks for the
Tech
follow,
Lead's
though.
video shilling it. And what's shocking about this, besides the fact that he's advertising his own channel and this coin, is that he never discloses in the video that he created the coin. Instead, he pitches it as if he just found it randomly.
It's bad. The deception
I'm gonna try and
is
beat
deep.
Radon right now.
I traced all the transactions this guy made in a big spreadsheet, and then just categorized who they were to, who they were from. This is for all the USDC pools, the multi-million token pools. And according to my calculations, Tech Lead has pulled out and siphoned into a bunch of shell accounts a total of $3.3 million. Huh? Not bad. Not bad for a coin he started 2 months ago.
Within 2 months, Tech Lead amassed $3.3 million from an initial $50,000 investment, despite claiming a $1 million personal stake in the coin to bolster its credibility. Because in these crypto
Oh my
things,
God.
you want someone who has control over the coin to have a big stake
Wow.
in it. You want
All
them
right.
to have a lot to lose if things go awry.
Token is literally $1 million opportunity. I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get it started, but this coin can skyrocket in price. We're off to a great and explosive start. Over 10x gains
a
within just the
scammer.
first week.
But alas, he's a liar. Alas.
I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get it started.
This is a complete lie. See, we can see from the blockchain that Tech Lead did not put $1 million into this. In actual fact, he started with the entire supply. This is million token. He was given the entire supply at the very launch. He didn't pay for it.
So yeah, bad. Okay, guy's got a lot of money in this coin. At the time the video came out, the expose came out. He held over
No
$5
fucking way.
million of unrealized
Hit a mimic.
gains
Hit a
when
mimic.
That shit dropped, dude, like a
Yeah.
hotcake.
He still owns
Job,
a
mimic.
bunch of million token.
Let me see how
Today,
much damage
that
I do.
million token is worth
Oh, that's good
$5
damage.
million. Actually, this I checked it 2 days ago. So as of 2 days ago,
What the
$5 million there as well, giving a grand total
Second
of $9
phase?
to $10 million from a 1 to 2 month old coin.
So that's a very big scandal. That's a bad thing to
Stuck
be
in a
involved
black
in.
screen.
And there's probably ways that this ugly, ugly man tech lead was justifying this in his mind. Unless he's just an evil person. I hope he's not actually an evil person. I hope that he just, you know, is just in the wrong field and spends too much time focusing on materialism and rationalism as opposed to ethics and spirituality. You know? Invest in Jesus.
My game just crashed.
All right, that's what I'm saying right now, baby girl.
No way when I just got halfway.
So yeah, not good. Very bad. And after the scandal, Tech Lead's content changed a little bit. There was a certain air of surrealism that just is funny. Honestly, from the outside looking in, the guy is clearly self-aware. He released a few videos, such as the videos titled "A Week in the Life of a Millionaire Programmer." Okay. I am sailing the Caribbean.
All right, Tech Lead here. Welcome back with your host, the ex-Google, ex-Facebook, multimillionaire. Today we are out in St. Martin, the Caribbean on a 1-week sailing vacation. I'm going to take you along.
Why I'm a millionaire as a millionaire.
I thought I would answer one of the most common questions people have for me, which is, why is it that I'm a millionaire as a millionaire?
How I make $1 million a year, not clickbait.
I've just been sitting around here in this tool shed drinking my coffee while you've been prancing around in a business suit, your Banana Republic clothing, driving your Jaguar cars, acting all self-important. I've actually been generating more income than you.
All very boastful, epic titles that are just falling on deaf ears. It's hilarious for a fellow who exploited their community so massively to make those types of videos and just get away with it on YouTube as well. Like it's crazy how much of a blind spot YouTube has with certain content. And now the bro is out there just abusing the copyright system. You can't do that. Like, we got shooters at YouTube. Us big YouTuber guys, 5 million subs, me, I got shooters at YouTube. Okay? I'm just kidding. I got my video got taken down. I talked about P. Diddy. P. Diddy has shooters at YouTube. No Diddy, all right? I don't have shooters at YouTube. That was a joke. That being said, though, it's a bad look. This guy Patrick is a goober. And to reinforce the goober claim, in a shocking twist, Patrick insinuated as a response to CoffeeZilla's expose that his motive was racist.
Is CoffeeZilla
Right, test manager
His
time.
hatred for Asian people like myself is really unjustified. Now that's an interesting strategy, pulling the race card. Let's see if it pays off for him, guys.
Pretty epic. CoffeeZilla quickly debunks that and then highlights Tech Lead's hypocrisy given his previous and constant denouncement of the victim mentality. This guy is the least alpha male I've ever seen. Tech Lead is, not CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla is an actual alpha male.
The only problem is Tech Lead doesn't even agree with Tech Lead's own use of the race card.
Abilities that early on I just decided I don't really want to be playing the race card everywhere I go.
Yeah, guys, he would never do such a thing, play the race card. Why? Well, because according to him, doing so would be a
victim mentality.
Okay.
He would never have.
Tech Lead also criticized Binance as a scam and said it was a scam.
But what we need to talk about today is something extremely serious, which are the exit scams and people getting rug pulled, losing potentially their life savings. This is exactly what happened with people over in Binance.
And then he deleted that video and then started petitioning to have Binance list his million token because he's such a grifter and a loser.
So here he is calling out Binance, but hey, what's this? The video has been unlisted. Why? Maybe it's because Tech Lead is now trying to get million token listed on Binance.
So, that's the end of it. CoffeeZilla destroys this poor guy. Very embarrassing, very sad. Big loser, big L. Take the L. Shut the f up, stop talking. The end. No, wrong. Actually, Internet Anarchist, another YouTuber, made a video about the whole CoffeeZilla destroying Tech Lead situation, and it opened up some old wounds with Mr. Tech Lead, aka Patrick.
What would drive a once credible and wholesome member of the YouTube tech community to throw his entire career away for a quick buck? And why would he make everything worse by attacking CoffeeZilla?
And he made the bad situation substantially worse. Patrick is quite literally the dog from the meme where the whole house is burning down around him, or he's Arnold with a thumb up in Terminator 2 when he submerges in the molten goo. Yeah, pretty funny. If you think about it, if you think, get off of me! So it's all bad. But the exploitation of the copyright systems of YouTube, like we said, it's been a long-standing issue. It's persisted for a very long time. You've got Sniper Wolf abusing the copyright system. You've got a bunch of different people abusing the copyright system.
It's a pretty loaded video. She admits to using the copyright system to take down Enigma Hood's video back in 2013, receiving his personal information as a result of him successfully appealing it.
Sniper Wolf even used the copyright system to find out people's information. You can dox someone. If they fight a copyright claim, if they fight the strike, then you have to put your full name, information, all that stuff. You have to dox yourself in order to fight this stuff. Sniper Wolf has done this to her detractors before, which is pretty cool. It's a big ballsy play.
She supposedly used that information to look him up, where she supposedly stumbled across his status on the registry.
And I think everybody can agree that that is just bad. Forcing people into a catch-22 where they either A, leave this copyright problem on their channel, or B, expose their personal information, and that may be able to acquiesce into something worse by far and potentially endanger themselves. There is a reason that some people are anonymous online, because they don't want to be found and bullied and swatted and shit. To me, it makes sense why you would want to remain anonymous. I don't really care that much. But what I do care about is people exploiting a system that you can't exploit, that you will get deleted if you do exploit it, but then somehow not getting deleted. Tech Lead, in a now deleted video, okay, he's not been deleted, but the video has been deleted. He admitted to exploiting the system.
I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me.
He's a piece of shit. He's an absolute...
I watched this one.
Imagine being a kid from Toronto, Canada, with a dream to one day make the world laugh as a comedian. You move to Los Angeles and the journey starts. With no clear vision of what life looked like after high school, you start experimenting by making music with your friends, rapping, and then eventually going into debt buying a bunch of camera equipment to make content. The app Vine comes out, and you slowly start making comedy sketches and gain some traction, but not enough to change your life.
Like it now.
Now you have to pivot. You start learning how to write code and get a job in tech, not knowing that you're about to meet your soon-to-be best friend and business partner. You both end up quitting your jobs and double down on the vision of creating content. Now with millions of followers and one of the most successful comedy podcasts in the world, you're touring as one of the best comedians of this generation. My name is Vic Blends, and this is Deep Cut with Noel Miller.
Oh shit, I did no damage.
My twin.
Yes.
That's my twin.
It's time.
Fuck.
It's time, dude.
Oh, that's damage.
I grew my hair
Yeah.
out, so you have something to work with.
Yeah, I got you. It's your first time growing it out?
No, man.
Am I gonna get stuck on
It's
here
been a
again?
while. I don't think it's been this long since at least 10.
I said what it looked like when you were growing up.
Bad, man.
Here, where'd you...
Bad.
Oh
Longer
shit.
than this.
Who was cutting your hair?
Nobody.
Nah.
Literally
Back up.
nobody.
My mom
Heel.
used to cut my hair.
Yeah.
When I used to have real long hair, like coconut head. When I was growing up, I wanted like skater hair, so it was super long.
Back up.
And my dad, I think, would let it
Back up.
go like past my eyes, and he'd go, maybe it's time.
Back up.
Yeah, I always wanted it past my
Damn,
eyes.
go
I
for-
wanted it to be like
go for my
this, but
mimic.
They would always give me bangs right over my eyes.
Yeah.
You don't see my mimic?
So how do you like your haircut?
Oh, my mimic's over there.
Higher?
I think my mimic hit him.
And then, yeah, just like a little bit up top.
So like
Damn.
on the sides right here,
He's
do you
strong.
like this curve on the side, cause like me right here, I get no curve. I just go box down.
Lately, I've been leaving it more natural. So yeah, you can let it curl.
You know, I'm saying just like on this side of the edge, like how high I would take your fade.
Honestly, man, you call it whatever you think.
I
is
got you,
good.
bro. Don't say no more. Yeah, when your barber says say no more, you gotta just trust it.
Yeah, man. Hard cut to me.
All right, I got you.
Shape right down the middle.
How long you think you're gonna end up growing it out for?
I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna let it flow. Try something different.
Yeah, it's a good look, man.
Thank you, man.
Elevated.
Yeah, but everyone said we were the same person when I was bald.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do that today.
I'm sorry, man. I juked you out.
You did juke me out. I was excited that would be a good photo in the end. All right, well, you know, we'll start it back.
Yeah.
Bring it back where I started, man. What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Noel Miller, and
Yeah, that was a
I'm
mid-run.
stand-up comedian.
And you were born in Toronto.
I was.
And you grew up where?
I pretty much grew up in LA.
Yeah, where do you claim? Like when people ask you where you're from?
I just say LA because it's easier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does a Toronto fan base like be like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
No, because I'm only Toronto by birth, but I don't have any Toronto-isms.
yeah. When you moved to LA, was it love at first sight? Did you enjoy it?
I mean, it's all I've ever known.
All
but
you
I
know.
think the more I hit the road and experience other places, it reinforces how much I love it here. Even growing up like within proximity of LA, it's you can get into like a lot of little subcultures and like little groups in the city, and I think that is what makes it like kind of special. One of my friends growing up, we all made music together, but he made beats, and we used to be a big fan of the Red Bull Big Tune, and that kind of inspired us to like kind of come out to the city and go to different beat battles.
Yeah, was music the first love you had?
I think I liked making it, but I wasn't very good at it.
Were you just producing?
No. I tried producing. I sucked.
You go
at
for
it.
my mic.
I like rapping. Me and my friends, we just made a decent amount of music growing up.
Yeah.
I think performing it was where I had the most fun, but we'd perform as a group.
Right.
And I'd always kind of open our sets like.
That's gotta be good memories.
Yeah. I'd always chirp at the crowd, and my friends would have to stop me. They'd be like, "All right, man, like this isn't a stand-up show." And so I think I was always more fit for that. But I kind of found my way to that.
When did you know you wanted to be in entertainment? Was that real young, like, yo, I want to
Yeah.
get into this because you're just seeing pops kind of do that?
No, I think like I was always naturally comfortable in front of groups. So my dad pulled out something that I made when I was in 6th grade, and it was like this little project we had to make, and one of the questions in it, it was like a autobiography, and it was all about the future. And one question in there was, what are you going to be when you grow up? And I said either an automotive journalist or an actor. So I kind of got close to that.
Yeah, you kind of do both now. I see your news show, you're kind of driving it,
man.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So getting into high school, I mean, you said you started making music around, you said 15?
Yeah,
so
15, 16.
In high school, did you have a plan of what life would look like after graduation?
No, I'm always kind of just like, I was definitely like living the moment type of person, which made things interesting because no one ever really like formally taught me about like college and applying to a college, and so when everyone was doing that, I didn't really get it. And then that's kind of when I started thinking like,
oh
man,
shit,
I don't know if music or any of this is really gonna work out, because it was just like a hobby at that point.
shit.
So
You
that
got
kinda
me
took
on
down an
sight.
interesting path. I ended up going to like just the only college I could really get into.
Yeah. Why though? Was it just you didn't? I ended up not going to college, but my parents were really trying to push for it because it's just the generational gap of this is how you're going to be successful. This is how you're going to start a career. You'll get a job and a retirement. But man, I just knew I was a hustler, so I thought that would be the first step. I had like signed up and ultimately decided last minute to go and chase something with barbering. But how did you actually end up going? Was it just outside influence?
Oh.
Yeah, I think my dad, he never finished college, and he said, whatever you want to do in life, just have a degree in something. I don't care what it is, just have a degree.
That's my dad's same way.
Wow.
So,
Please,
school I got
please,
into,
mimic.
It had a decent business program. Yeah.
There we go.
So,
You would have
I just
locked
went
onto
to that
mimic
'cause
right
they
there.
accepted a lot of people as well.
So you knew you went for business. You knew like that would kind of be a direction for you?
Not really, honestly. I just thought, I think I understand business.
Can you
or
pull
I
out the
have
horse?
Capacity to, and I'll just kind of figure it out. And I ended up going for like 3.5 years. And weirdly, I dropped out in my last semester.
I would say you were damn close.
Yeah. I dropped out, and I kind of felt like I had this realization that even though I had the degree, I was still working a retail job.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have any direction. So there's this period of life where I bought up a bunch of camera gear. Actually went into a bunch of debt.
Shit.
Buying the camera gear.
Yeah, like a lot of debt.
Why were you getting camera gear though?
Because I had originally applied to go to film school, but I didn't have the grades for it. So I kind of took it as this moment where I'm like, all right, let me see if I can make this work. So I bought up some camera gear, and my friends at the time, we would like shoot sketches, and we would, or at least we'd try, and then we shot out some like, back then there were a lot of ways to make money through like crowd-funded commercials.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and they were kind of like what brand deals were now, but instead you would shoot an idea and you would submit it publicly, and then people could vote or the company could choose.
Wow.
The mechanism was kind of different every time.
Yeah.
So me and my friends at the time, we actually won a couple, and we won a decent amount of cash. So that made me think, oh, I have a chance with this.
How much was like the first win? How much did you earn?
The first big one, it was $7 grand.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. And we were like, this is crazy. And then the company put up another one, and we sent another one, and we won another 2,500. And then the third one was 1,500. So yeah, we kind of sat on the money. We ended up like chopping it, and then nothing really happened with that for a while. So I kind of just put the camera gear like in my closet. And at this point, I'm in debt, and I got to make money. So in that process, I kind of learned how to like write code because me and my friends were thinking of like trying to make a company.
Please, Mimic.
And then my girlfriend,
This motherfucker, bro.
and now wife.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
There's a guy right behind you.
She basically said like, hey, people write code at the company I work at, and honestly, I feel
Yo.
you're just as smart as them.
Look right behind you,
I feel like
Brody.
you could do this as a full-time job.
Let me.
So I got hooked up with a
You
recruiting
bitch.
agency, and they pitched me around. And then my girl said,
There we go.
You know,
Oh,
knowing
yeah.
that you do that there and seeing what they do with my company, I feel like you could do this full-time for like a bigger company.
That's like tech, right? Like you're.
Yeah. So I'm kind of at this point, I'm like going from like really an hourly retail job to kind of writing code to then trying to get myself.
Yeah, I guess why writing code?
shit.
How'd you learn that? And was that why'd you choose that direction? If it was because that's so
Oh, shit.
left from
Yeah.
content. That's damn near corporate.
Yeah. Writing code can be creative, and I like
Spam.
it because
Spam.
to me, I
Spam.
just like solving problems.
Spam.
And you know,
No way.
the feeling of writing code is honestly it's similar to creative in that
Is he pulling up on me?
you're kind of engineering something to put it together to like, you know, just to make something work.
Yep.
So it's easier to find work, I would say, and I ended up working for a ad agency. And
No
they
way.
knew that I was really junior and I
Where's
didn't
my
really know much.
my
but
Mimic's dead?
My manager, I have her to thank. She
Oh my God, I got him.
recognized that
Oh my
I just
God.
had, like a lot of hustle, and I was willing to learn anything. And very quickly, all the people there, they were able to grow me.
Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, I knew I had hustle growing up. I was like, last time I asked my parents for any money was 14. My dad was just telling me like, man, don't, ask his parents for money. You gotta kind of go and get it. So
Yeah.
I was flipping shoes and mowing lawns, but I ain't gonna lie,
What's
I was
this?
finessing the lawns. And I used to like.
Please
go
don't tell me
around
that's
with
new
a,
game.
I used to go around with this. I feel I sound so bad saying this, but I
That
used to
new
go
game?
around with this jar.
Yeah.
With a picture of my dog.
Please don't tell
on
me
it.
that's new game.
And I would tell people I was like mowing lawns
But that's
for
not new game.
dog surgery. And I would go to lawns that purposely were already cut.
Yeah.
And I would be like, yo, I'm trying to mow this grass. And like, oh, it's already cut, but I got my dog right here. And he needs help. And I would get so many donations, and I feel bad for that. So if anybody, gave me money for their lawn, apologize. I will pay it back, and you can reach out to me. But I would do anything to make money, essentially, man.
Yeah.
And
Just give them a free cut, man.
yeah, oh, man, yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, there might be a lot of haircuts.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of cuts, but so I would do anything to kind of get this money, and I knew that hustle was in me, and
Yeah.
I didn't know how it would really translate into a job.
Yeah.
As you know now, like most entrepreneurship lessons and most of the things you can acquire just come from trial and
Yeah.
error. You can't teach the things that you're going to go through in a career.
Yeah.
So when did content come into your life? And you guys were making the content for the competitions, it sounds like, but
Yeah.
when was it like, all right, I'm Noel, I'm going to put this on the internet?
Man, so my first job as an engineer, a guy by the name of Andre Paradise. He's a, veteran comic, but he also, he wrote code on the side just as a hustle. And he ended up working for us, and my manager, she knew that I had vocalized wanting to get into stand-up because I was always fucking around in front of the team. And she mentioned like, oh yeah, he does stand-up as well. So he comes into work and he, we kind of get on right away. And he sees me.
Got that motherfucker.
He's like, hey man, you got
Goddamn
to chat. You ever
motherfucker.
thought about being a stand-up?
Beat him?
And I said,
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
about it, but I've never done it.
Yeah.
He goes, all right.
He was tough for
You
the
wanna come see me
first,
do a show in a couple weeks?
2-3
And I
rounds.
say, yeah. It was an open mic. It was his buddy's open mic, and they threw me up on the show.
What's
third.
I got this
They set
video.
you
I
up for
love
that,
this
yeah,
nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I knew that was
When you got there, were you like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna
Mhm.
Yeah.
I saw that.
definitely
The black
scared as
guy.
hell.
But he did that with
Bombed for the
what
first
is it
time
called?
Bomb?
Keith Lee, and he was calling Keith Lee something else.
Bro, don't do that, bro.
Bombing.
Yeah, don't do that.
He
I
told
don't know.
Keith
Look
Lee.
at it kind of minding.
Yeah, DDG.
When
You don't do that, bro.
you're
I've seen your content. Don't do that, man.
that in itself can be funny. But I think when I kind of just expected.
You did it to him?
I kind of just went up there.
Hey,
to
bro,
get
I
the
knew that
feel.
was you, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah, that dude's
Always,
funny as
like,
hell.
I had
The guy's like-
capacity to perform. I just
And he gives him a hug and everything.
Yeah. So. But
Yeah,
from
I
that
will
point
say
forward,
500,000 runes. That's
stayed
it.
doing stand up.
From beating this boss.
I recognized pretty quickly that doing
Yeah.
stand up just.
I expected like
grinding,
five
grinding
now.
miles
It's not a
is
lot, but
I guess it's I mean, that's the only way.
like that.
Sounds
Yeah.
like you're gonna get better. You have
For
to get on
sure.
the stage.
Yeah, but I weirdly had the
Hey,
thought of
if
like,
you want to
oh,
get on, I'm down.
You know, Viners at the time.
We can cut up or something. If you want to
So I
get on,
thought
I'm down.
maybe
We can cut
if
up or
I
something.
develop an online presence. My goal is
All right, bet.
you do an open mic and you might get 3
Yeah.
minutes to 5 minutes. And my thought was if I could prove that I'm funny through like a sketch or through a video, maybe a promoter would give me 7 minutes. That's literally all I was going for is, oh, if I can make content and someone would give me a chance to do a 7-minute set, then I felt I could maybe develop a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I would say right around 2014 is when I started making like videos and stuff. And
You started on Vine?
I started on Vine and then kind of made my way to Instagram. Yeah, I mean, I missed a lot of the just development of like Twitter when people always reminisce about Twitter being crazy, and I missed all that about social media. So coming into it, I was really like kind of clueless and like behind the game because I really thought of things like in the early YouTube sense, like Derek comedy, like you know, like Donald Glover, like even sketches by like the whitest kids you know, or like Dormtainment. I thought about things in like a written way. So I think there was like a period where I was making a lot of sketches, but people, social media was really more about like knowing the person, and people they didn't really know me as the person. They just kind of knew like my sketches.
So when did you realize that was gonna make a shift in your content?
I figured it out pretty early, but it took me a long time to like warm up to the idea, because
Are you more introverted?
I can be, yeah, I can be. I think.
Let's get the rest of the map real quick.
It really depends on the context.
We're gonna hop in a
sitting
little
down,
MMO.
Like just talking to the camera, it just felt weird to me.
Shiny hunting.
So I think I really was able, on an individual level, I was really able to open up like individual talking to the camera when I started streaming on Twitch. I think that was when I really gave it a chance to open up like by myself on screen. I was comfortable around other people, but like sitting by myself talking to the camera was
tough.
Yeah, was always really weird for me.
That's why I credit streamers so much now. It's like you're doing a live show for hours on camera. It's tough being alone and talking to the camera.
I think that was like a bit of a cheat code for me though, because I was comfortable doing stand-up, so I was able to kind of get in that headspace a little bit, because I knew people were watching what I was saying and I knew there was going to be a reaction. So I think Twitch is when it really started to, like, I really started to open up as a person to the camera. So that was honestly pretty recent. It took me a long time to get there.
From Vine, what was the next step?
So on Vine, I kind of got some recognition from both like to the people I knew in stand-up at the time, and then people on the internet were kind of recognizing me for just my Vines, because I would put a lot of production like value into them, because I had all that gear that I had bought.
Yeah, it came back into play.
Yeah, and I knew how to edit. So on Vine, I was like, my account never really grew to anything crazy. It like maxed out at like 100,000 followers, and that was like when it was gonna collapse. And at that point, people had like millions of followers. So my co-host for the TMG podcast, Cody, he actually followed me on Vine, and people were kind of pointing that out to me, like, yo, this dude Cody, he's got like a massive like following, he follows you. And so, funny story, I had taught myself to write code, and Cody and I had like spoken briefly through Vine, and then I ended up working at a company called Fullscreen, and one day Cody walks in, and he sits down in front of me, and it was the only empty chair on the floor because a guy had just quit. And Cody walks in, and he just got hired there as an engineer as well.
Wow.
So he looks over the computer, and I say, "What's up, man?" And he goes, and he kind of freaks out, and he's like, "What the fuck, you work here?" And I say, "Yeah." And then the rest is history as far as like
was love at first sight.
Yeah. That's what all the fan fiction writers say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess at that point, it's like you and Cody meet up, and it sounds like he's continuing content, and were you just all right with working a job? I know you didn't want to stop making content.
Yeah. So it was kind of like the perfect storm because I was making sketches on my own, and then he and I started making sketches together. And really at that point, we were kind of doing what we're doing now, where we were making really 3 different types of media together. So on his channel, we were doing like, I guess you would call it reality, like vlogs. Yeah. And then on my channel, we're doing more like scripted stuff, so a lot of sketches. And then I took notice to the reaction format, and I said, hey, this is kind of blowing up. And then he goes, well, why don't we give it a shot? Because I had linked him some video of like a dude built a robot to give him a blowjob.
What the fuck?
Which is foul.
Yeah.
But he goes, oh, why don't we react to this? And I say, sure. So.
That idea is probably coming back into play now with AI and shit.
Oh, bro. Yeah. Yeah. It's well beyond that.
Bro, you want to know the first video I ever discovered you guys on?
Yeah.
Maddie fucking smokes, dude.
Yeah, man.
That dude? Oh my God, that shit had me crying. That was the first time I saw you and Cody on the internet.
Shout out to Maddie and Liam.
Shout out to Maddie fucking smokes, dude.
And his boy Liam.
And all the baddies they had in the car at the time, man. Yeah, all the motion.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shitload of motion.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that video to this day, people still discover it. It's really funny.
It's great.
I'll walk down the street and I'll have like a college kid walk up to me and they'll go, yo, bro, you're from the Maddie Smokes video, right?
You're the Maddie Smokes guy.
Yeah, and I always have to laugh and say, dude, that shit is like 7 years old. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's dividends, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pivotal piece of content. I mean, I think every creator you'll have that pivotal content moment where it's just like extremely viral and it changes the audience that you're gonna have.
Yeah. So I think that was kind of the next step, and TMG really blew up to a point where I didn't feel I could really focus on stand-up like I used to. Yeah. So I kind of focused on that, and at the time, I had a job. We both had jobs, and then Cody quit because he got his green card, and then eventually I got laid off from Fullscreen, and he was like, hey, why don't we try to make all this media that we're making work? It'll be a struggle, but like, we'll figure it out.
How are people living off of YouTube at this point? Like, the landscape of living off content now is so different, a lot more accessible. So
yeah,
when you guys look at it, it's like, oh man, like we'd have to pretty much be doing this if it was gonna work.
So it's kind of like right place, right time, because the adpocalypse had just happened.
What is that? I'm too young.
Yeah, so the adpocalypse was like, basically advertisers had learned that their videos were being placed on videos that, or their ads were being placed on videos that maybe weren't kind of like kosher with the brand.
Yeah, they're online.
So it kind of vaporized the earnings that people were making.
A lot of them were getting pulled.
So that kind of triggered us to a couple steps. So first, Cody kind of recognized that you can make money off of podcasting. So he was doing a solo podcast. Then I did a couple episodes with him, and they really popped off. And that was because people knew us from That's Cringe. So people were saying, oh man, I wish you two would just do a full-time podcast together. So we decided to do that, and that kind of prompted us to start a Patreon. And there were other big podcasts at the time doing Patreon.
I mean, for people that may be watching and don't know what a Patreon is, can you explain it?
Patreon is a subscription service where you pay monthly for, like,
paywall for content.
Yeah, paywall for content. which we also have for the studio, teamjustudios.tv.
It's like the first OnlyFans.
It really was. And it's funny because there were like, you know, there was adult content on Patreon. Yeah. And so, neither here nor there, that prompted us to start our Patreon. And we started early, and I'm always like grateful and thankful for the people who did that, because they really enabled me to kind of take the leap, and they replaced my job. And so
yeah, when did you, what was that the point where you knew to go all in, or you decided to jump all in?
Yeah, and that was like so in 2017 I got laid off, and I was kind of like trying to figure it out, and then the Patreon started picking up, and that's when I knew it.
Why did you get laid off?
Full Screen was just, it was being sold as a company. So
buyout, yeah.
And at that point, like, my interest in writing code really like wasn't there anymore, because I was doing stand-up. Cody and I were making a lot of content, and it was like seeming possible that I could like get into making content. And even then, I was thinking, maybe it won't be my face. Maybe I'll just be like a producer or like a director.
You were cool being behind the scenes?
Part of me was, yeah. Because I only really saw myself like at the forefront in stand-up. And that's why I was like comfortable shooting jokes with other people, because it didn't really put the emphasis on me as the person. And then even vlogging like kind of helped me get around that, because I could like be behind the camera, or I was like doing it with people. So, but you know, in the back of my mind, I think I always really wanted to come back to stand-up. I just needed to find like the right time to do it.
How did you know stand-up was a dream for you?
I think I discovered that at like 11 or 12, and I watched a lot of Comic View and
who was your favorite comedian growing up? Did you have an inspiration? Because we all have like that one guy where it's like, this dude convinced me.
This is gonna sound like a cop-out, but I promise it's not. It was really just, so I'd watch a lot of Comic View on BET, and I'd watch a lot of Comedy Central sets, and I just stayed watching and consuming stand-up like really all my life.
Were you always the funny guy in the group?
I think I tried to be. Honestly, I would say some of my friends growing up were funnier than me, and I wished I was as funny as them. But I think being around guys like that, it kind of sharpened me to the point.
Of course. Yeah, you get around people that are better than you at, you know, what you want to do, and it either goes one way or the other. You either get inspired, and you
this map is way too hard to get.
You feel inferior, and you shell up.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you made the most out of just having good company around.
Yeah, definitely. And my guys growing up, they're hilarious, and
what would your advice be to people now creating, and how to sustain more longevity?
Yeah, I would say now is